On certain afternoons, the sun seems to drain every ounce of energy from the earth, yet it is the perfect moment for these delicate rice papers to dry. While most people only see the harsh glare of the summer sun, I see an entire lifetime of my mother's quiet patience resting upon these bamboo frames. The sun is the secret ingredient here, turning simple rice batter into translucent sheets that capture the very essence of the countryside and the warmth of home. Every step she takes across this dusty yard is a testament to her endurance, a silent rhythm that has echoed through this peaceful village for many decades. The sound of cicadas and the rustling leaves are the only witnesses to her labor, creating a symphony of a simple life lived with deep, quiet purpose. Inside the kitchen, the air is thick with the scent of steam and wood smoke, where the magic of the rice paper begins over an ancient clay stove. Her hands move with a grace, born of repetition, mucking the batter and swirling it in a perfect circle, a dance she has mastered over many years. Mother always says that making rice paper isn't about technical skill, but rather about the heart's ability to withstand the heat while waiting for the perfect moment. Resilience is not always about doing something grand or heroic. Sometimes it is simply repeating a small, ordinary task with all of your heart and soul. This old stove has been burning for 30 years, fueled by the same fire that cooks our meals and warms our spirits during the long rainy seasons. The paper is so thin it seems like a veil of mist, yet her hands guide it onto the bamboo frame with the precision of a master artist. Each sheet is a promise of a future meal, yet a small piece of tradition laid out to dry under the watchful eye of a woman who never tires. The bubbling water and the crackling wood are the heartbeat of this home, a constant reminder of the life and energy that goes into every batch. Under the peak of the midday sun, the heat becomes a physical weight, making the very air around the drying mats shimmer and dance with intensity. Sweat rolls down her brow, a silent tribute to her hard work, yet she ensures not a single drop ever touches the pristine white of the rice. She moves the heavy frames with a strength that defies her age, her silhouette standing tall against the bright sky like a monument to maternal love. The sun may be harsh, darkening her skin and tiring her knees, but she welcomes it as a gift from heaven that makes the paper crisp. She has never once complained about the weather. To her, the hotter the sun, the better the harvest, and the more fragrant the rice will be. There is a deep sense of pride in her gaze as she surveys her work, knowing that her labor will soon bring joy to many families' tables. The optimism of a woman who toils under the sun is a beautiful thing to witness, a reminder that sweetness often comes from the greatest heat. As the afternoon wanes and the sky transforms into a canvas of orange and gold, the day's hard work finally reaches its rewarding, crispy conclusion. The rhythmic sound of the paper being peeled from the bamboo is the most satisfying melody of the day, signaling that the batch is finally ready. Each sheet is handled with care, stacked neatly like precious pages of a book that tell the story of a long day spent in the sun's embrace. She ties the bundles with dried banana leaves, a simple and rustic method that has remained unchanged for generations in this quiet corner of the world. The arrival of the neighborhood children marks the end of her labor, their laughter bringing a new kind of energy to the quiet, sun-baked yard. She shares the crispy fragments with them, a simple gift that tastes of toasted rice and pure love, creating memories that will last a lifetime. To these children, it is just a snack, but to me, it is the tangible result of a mother's devotion and her endless capacity for giving. As the shadows grow long, she begins to clear the yard, her movements slowing down as the world around her prepares for the quiet of night. In the twilight, I realize that true resilience doesn't have a fixed shape. It is found in the warmth of an old stove and steady hands. Finally sitting down, she enjoys a simple cup of tea, her hands resting after a day of incredible effort and dedication to her family's heritage. Her eyes hold the wisdom of many sunrises and sunsets, looking out at the path she has walked every day with grace and unwavering strength. But from above, the small house seems like a tiny spark of life in the vast countryside, a place where tradition is kept alive by a single heart. The day ends just as it began, with a sense of peace and the knowledge that tomorrow the fire will be lit again to start anew. The embers may fade, but the warmth of her labor remains, lingering in the air and in the hearts of everyone who tastes her handiwork. Thank you, Mother, for the afternoon batch of rice paper and for teaching me the true value of patience and the beauty of a simple life. It is these small, kind acts of labor that nourish our souls and remind us of what it means to be truly dedicated to those we love. May we all find the same steady fire within ourselves to face the heat of life with such grace and unwavering kindness every single day. Thank you for joining me in this journey. I hope you found peace here today. Goodbye for now. I am Lam Ong Hook.